Well, some measure success by how much you accumulate in a lifetime. In tonight's home team, Maxie found a man who measures it by how much he can impact others.
Yeah, and you know him and his family, and that's
do.
exactly what they're doing right now. You hear often about giving back. Try this. Zeke Nnaji grew up here. His father immigrated from Nigeria. Zeke now plays in the NBA, and that is where tonight's home team story comes together with his dad.
One of the things that Zeke said when he was 10 years old, Dad, when I make it to the NBA, we're going to help a lot of people.
Sometimes dreams become reality. Zeke Nnaji kept working at basketball and became a star at Hopkins High School. Went on to one big year at the University of Arizona, then was drafted in the first round by the Denver Nuggets. And earned his second contract, the one that creates financial freedom. The second one's the big one, right?
Yeah, second one really solidifies you and makes you stick. So, I mean, I'm incredibly thankful and humbled that I get to live out my dream every single day.
All right, everybody's been asking me what's going on.
Which brings us back here, where his father grew up and where Zeke made that pledge that he wanted to help people. And so his family's Nnaji Foundation partnered with the NBA to help build a basketball academy in Nigeria.
The challenges and depravities in Nigeria and Africa as a whole, I grew up there.
Oh, you grew up?
Yes, sir. And I seen how hard things are for folks.
Kerry Sutherland represented the foundation on a recent visit to an area where he found the people were bigger than their impoverished conditions.
And the first thing you see is the communities and, you know, the poverty, and that's kind of the first thing you see. But then the next thing you see right on top of that is just the resilience.
And in this academy, there is a beacon of hope. The real idea is to teach them basketball and then hope that there is real life carryover.
The life skills that this game teaches, like hard work, dedication, consistency, toughness. I mean, these are skills that are applicable to all areas of life.
Because part of this academy is a classroom, one that emphasizes STEM.
But the basketball court is here.
Yep.
But overlooking the court is the innovation lab. I mean, the lab is like right there.
There are young people can learn how to create with AI, VR, 3D mechanics, quantum computing, different types of machinery, as well as design engineering. We feel like that's more sustainable career path choices. And I think the biggest thing out of that is just the ability to have choice.
Zeke understands sports is just part of life. An accomplished self-taught pianist, he wants options for young people beyond basketball as well.
Being able to finally be in this position, it's really incredible, and it's really moving at the same time.
For now, these kids are learning about it all with a grateful heart. What do the kids like to be around?
Oh, the kids were wonderful. The kids were, again, when you talk about humility, when you talk about kids that are just so thankful and appreciative for the opportunity.
A world away, a now NBA millionaire enjoys the fruits of his labor. But the goal of his life and this foundation and this family is to remember and give back to where Dad grew up and where kids have dreams that can be fortified if you have a huge heart.
We teach our kids that just because you have an opportunity, you can't rest on that. You got to be able to help the least of these, you know, because that's what the Most High wants us to do.
Yeah, and the academics are more important than the basketball at that academy, but they needed something to bring them in. That's the basketball. And they said a lot of great natural athletes whose talent is now and potential is now being seen.
How great.
Yeah, what a great win-win.
Yeah, neat family, and it's amazing what they're doing.
Yes.
Nice story, Mike. Thanks.